What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The ability to faithfully settle in a life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path toward your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So hey, look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that it is nothing more sexier. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what gender you choose to date, than someone who wants you but don't need you. Let me explain to you the difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? When someone wants you, means that they're willing to put in the work separately to blossom and grow, to, you know what I'm saying, wait until time and you know what I'm saying, things happen the way that they're supposed to. When you get with someone who needs you, that is like a disaster waiting to happen. And let me explain to you why. First of all, it's codependency at its finest. A lot of times when you get with someone who needs you, it's almost as if you can't have a life outside of them. You know what I'm saying? Because the only way that they're able to survive in the world is off of your energy. You know what I'm saying? They have no real value to bring to the table for themselves. And listen, you just got to be real with yourself. We find ourselves doing it a lot. The feeling of being abandoned or being alone for too long is something that a lot of people don't be wanting to sit with. So it's the easiest and most comfortable just to get with someone and settle, even though they're not bringing to the table what you bringing to the table. And that creates a need. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you something. It is very mind-boggling when you don't have the right to have your own goals, wishes, dreams, friends, ideas, you know what I'm saying? Just your own personality. You are with a person who needs you, so it's almost as if your personality has to become something that they could be able to feed off of. Means oftentimes you're gonna have to operate in a way that's conducive to them. You know what I'm saying? At any time or any moment where you find yourself going off of the trail and into a land of something they can't understand, they'll do whatever is necessary to will you back in because they need you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want you, you know what I'm saying? They needed you, meaning when shit get rough, you feel me? Oftentimes they're going to be in the search of something else simply because you no longer fit the criteria that's something they seen for themselves. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people find themselves in that particular situation. Listen, get with somebody that wants you. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they're going to make you work a little bit harder. They're going to make you put the work in. You know what I'm saying? They going to make you, listen, do what's necessary to grow inside yourself first. Be who you are first before we even make it that far. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the best thing you could ask for, because I feel like the idea behind truly making something work is the ability in both being able to have their own identity and wanting each other, because that means anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? And you're still going to be able to figure it out because it's not together for a need. You know what I'm saying? It is strictly for a want. I wanted you. I wanted what you bring to the table. I like what you own. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to play hard to get. That's what's up. You feel me? Hey, if you're with somebody or you are into someone and they make you chase, you know what I'm saying, in a way to where it's not actually chasing, but in a way to where you're going to have to put the work in, I feel like you can't ask for no better person when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Because they really want to see you be your best version of who you are before you settle with, you know what I'm saying, committing to someone. Because I know me. You know what I'm saying? When I get with someone, it be all about, you know what I'm saying, them and my child. You know what I'm saying? My child and them, into where I sometimes forget about myself. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that when you find yourself being involved with someone. You feel me? It doesn't matter who it is, because if people know that about you, they'll pull from you. and never have nothing to give in return because they need you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you, they need you, meaning it's a need for me to get whatever I need from you, but I don't necessarily have anything to give back. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, you end up constantly being pulled because people need you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, just being firsthand and understanding what comes with when someone needs you. If you're not, you know what I'm saying, in a place where you understand what's going on, a lot of times people often take that as love. They take that as a form of someone wanting to be with them because they all up they back 24/7. I promise you, at some point you're gonna get tired of that. At some point you're gonna want to, you know what I'm saying, venture off and live a life without that person so deeply attached to your energy. And you may get to do it a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? But then it'll be that one time where they turn you going to go do something away from them into a whole argument simply because they were already on E when they needed you, and you just took, you feel me, the nozzle and kept going with it. You get what I'm saying? It's a very complex thing. But I feel as if never should you be with someone because you need them, right? Because when you grow in who you are and you advance as a person by just learning lessons, if that person is not growing with you, or you feel me, just doing whatever it takes to grow because they need you, you're gonna get, you feel me, a person that's going to do any and everything to argue with you, to make you depressed, to make you feel upset about who you are, to keep you behind. Because being behind means you're at a level that fits them. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about, you know, you growing and them trying to match because it's not individualized. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it comes to when a person wants you. Like, listen, okay, we want each other, but it ain't time. It ain't right. So we got to do the work, and whatever happens, happens. I need you. I mean, listen, you right now, right here, anytime I call, you better, stuff better be like this, better be like that. You don't got no friends. You don't got no family. You can't go kick it with nobody without me. You know what I'm saying? And if you think for a second that you are, y'all can have a mutual agreement where y'all both go off on your own. You know what I'm saying? That person, when y'all come back, will try to argue with you about why you was taking too long over there. You know what I'm saying? Simply because they need you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you. They need you. And me personally having to deal with that after so long, it became chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Because it was almost like, damn, I can't even breathe without you. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and you start to understand and realize that life is in cycles. So if you go through a cycle and you're not at a level where that person could comprehend, most of the time they gonna leave. You feel me? Because they needed you to be at this level to fit them. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not, and you something happen and you go down, they gonna go and hop over to someone else that's at the level where they at. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I feel as if it's insane, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between you getting with someone that wants you and someone that needs you. You know what I'm saying? Someone that wants you is going to let you live your life to the best, help you grow, help you learn what you need to learn to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever it is you want to do with your own life. And I feel like that's good because if something happened, you can be able to swim on your own. And we're in a position now where a lot of people are needing people because they don't know how to swim by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The need to want to be attached to someone to feel alive is a death sentence in itself. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this world we're in right now. Because so many people have been that for other people that they're trying to take the chance to get to know themselves. I'm one of those people. Let me know me first. Can I get a chance to know who I am first before I involve myself in a scenario where you may be with someone or around people that don't know themselves? So they don't want you to be you. They want you to be the person that they need, which means you need to be at the level where they're at. That is insane. And it's crazy, but it's a very real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like truly when it's a want, it lasts longer. You know what I'm saying? Because the traits, who you are as a person, you feel me, is known, and they're okay with going through the game of life like that. But again, when it's a need, means you better not get too far ahead of me or sink too low. You got to stay exactly where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't grow, I don't grow. but I need you to stay exactly where I'm at. So if you think you're going to advance, it's not going to happen. And listen, a person like that will stunt your growth, because we all grow in life. It may be at different times. Sometimes it might not, but understand that, listen, it's going to be hard to be with someone that needs you when you are trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, they're going to make your life a living hell. Everything that happens is going to be your fault, simply because they're stuck at a level that they can't pass, and they see you rising up the ranks, and just having some experience with that. And also listen, let me explain something to you. Growing up, I felt as if, you know what I'm saying, there are people out there that can make you so codependent on them. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't know where to turn when it's time for you to get out there and explore. And when you want to explore, they have groomed you to be so codependent on them. It's almost as if you don't have that ability, you know what I'm saying, to live a life outside of them. Otherwise, their whole ego is going to be crushed. You're cheating, you're doing this, you're doing that. And if they can't convince you to be codependent on them, when you ain't doing nothing they're saying, they level up the level of aggression they give you. You know what I'm saying? First it goes to, I think you cheating, to you are cheating, even when you ain't. It's simply because they need you to fall into that bracket of understanding, I need you to stay here. I don't want you, but I need you to stay right here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's insane. I see it all the time. It happens. It's realistic. And I just feel as if growing into a new version of myself, I do not want to be involved with anybody that I need or they need me. That's out. You know what I'm saying? Because if for whatever reason things don't work out, you feel me? Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's the type of world where if you don't know how to sink or swim on your own, you gonna sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? On your own, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Helping a person to become individualized on their own is a very good tool. You know what I'm saying? Same for like when you got kids. If you baby your babies when you have them, you know what I'm saying? And you always holding them, and they sleep with you, and they go everywhere with you. I get it. I do. You know what I'm saying? Just being a mom, I understand I was like that. But at some point, you got to take the pacifier out their mouth. And you have to allow them to, you feel me, enjoy playtime or whatever by themselves. Like, allow them to be off by themselves while you do you. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is they're able to form their own identity in that. And they're able to recognize that, you know what I'm saying, when they want somebody to be their friend versus when they need someone to be their friend. If I need you to be my friend, it's because I don't like to be alone. But if I want you to be my friend, it's because we share similar traits and I like what you want. But if for whatever reason you leave or you go off, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be all right. Because I wanted you to be my friend. I didn't need you to be my friend. You know what I'm saying? And I think we oftentimes miss that big lesson. And now is never too late, I feel like. As long as you're waking up and breathing, you can have the chance to change that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that detachment. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to get it. I don't need anybody to be myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be me regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally getting back to being myself, that I'm going to do whatever is necessary for me. Period. You know what I'm saying? Without feeling as if I need somebody. But I wasn't always like that. Again, those are lessons that you have to really focus on and learn. But I see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's that trauma, that broken childhood trauma of feeling as if everyone abandoned you and left you alone, to where when you finally do get with somebody, you can't tell the difference if they need you or they want you. Oh, but in time will tell. Time will tell, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? It'll get to a point where if you're awake enough from the old life to the new one, you'll start to see if a person is codependent on you, or if, you know what I'm saying, they really want you and like you for you. That means you do your life, I do my life. We come together, we do life together. You feel me? It's a very big difference between the two. And that's something I had to learn, but I like it like that. Just going through the experience of being codependent on someone. listen, you got people in the world who are the aggressors. You know what I'm saying? Who really with all that, they aggressive, choke your ass up, you know what I'm saying? Let you know, listen, it's real and they with it, you know what I'm saying? And you got people that take it. You know what I'm saying? And then wait till you get mad enough and then fuck the shit out of you. And then y'all in that karmic cycle type of thing where it's good but it's aggressive. Like, it's weird but it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what makes a person feel as if they need you instead of wanting. You feel me? Listen, don't do that, but don't do that, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think it's truly a spiritual thing. You know, once you understand a person and you're with them because you want them, because you know them, you understand them, it's way different versus someone that you know is, you know what I'm saying, not on the level you on, but they preyed on you, on your weaknesses, and they were able to get in, and before you know it, that karmic loop goes on and on and on, and it's so hard to break out. You know what I'm saying? Because that person has made it to where you're attached to them because they need you, and when they need you, they'll make you feel like you need them too. You know what I'm saying? Simply because they'll do all the things to cater to all your weaknesses, which is something on the soul level that I promise you they hunt out and see in people. You know what I'm saying? So again, knowing and understanding the difference between someone who wants you and needs you is way more sexier, I feel as if. You know what I'm saying? Because not only is it going to be fun, not only is, you feel me, life is going to be life, and you know what I'm saying, you ain't never got to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you a different side versus a lot of us growing up in a world where we needed people. I don't care how much you say in your mind, I didn't need him, I can't. Listen, if that nigga cheated and you took him back, you needed him because he done already sucked you in. You know what I'm saying? You needed him. You couldn't leave him alone even though he cheated on you and made you feel worthless. You needed him. You just don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? I was the type of person who was codependent. I didn't want to be by myself. You feel me? So I made it seem as if no matter what, we gonna continue to make this work. I'm gonna give you 59, 60,000 chances to get it together because I don't want to be by myself. And then on that 60,000, 20th chance, they still ain't got it together. You start to get tired. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you can get better. You can get someone who's better, who's willing to meet you at a level where they want you and they don't need you. And that's so much more sexier. You feel me? It's very attractive, especially the older you get. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't need you, but I want you. Meaning I can live my life and know you're still going to be there. Versus someone that don't want you to have a life because they need you. Very big difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.